Someone recently asked me where could they go about looking to find more of a upper middle class type of Filipina. I've used the analogy before with regard to fishing that it's all about location. If the kind of Filipina you're looking for is more of a province type girl, then of course you would either have to go to the province or keep an eye out for Filipinas that are obviously from the province living in the city. And you kind of have to have an eye for that. Same thing applies if you're looking for a Filipina who is currently attending college, looking to improve herself. You would then go to parts of the city, usually in a bigger city, and keep your eyes open at the malls which are near either a vocational school, a university, or a nursing college. Typically, these students will then go to the nearest mall, usually around noon for lunchtime, and then again around 4 or 5 p.m. for dinner after they finish out their university classes. And if you've never experienced this before, it's a bit overwhelming in a good way to be surrounded literally by an ocean of college student Filipinas all at one time. But getting back to the question, where can you find a more upper middle class Filipina? There are a few locations that you can go. Just kind of work them into your schedule. You don't want to plant yourself and stalk the place, but just kind of work it into your schedule to pass by some of these places, make them part of your daily routine, and before long, you should be able to spot the type of Filipina you're looking for, strike up a conversation, very casual. If you notice that they're a regular there, maybe wait a time or two to get their text number. Focus on first just building a rapport. Now, this should seem pretty obvious, but with any Filipina, they are going to spend time in places that fit in with their particular lifestyle. So again, you might find a province girl at the local outdoor market where they sell fish and chicken and vegetables. Now, one of the best places I can recommend is go on Google, or if you already know a place, go to the more expensive, nicer coffee cafes. Now, as far as franchises go, you can go in Google and type in Bo's Coffee Cafe. It's just spelled B-O''S, Bo's Coffee. Those are usually found in most major cities and even in a lot of smaller cities. But if you can find a non-franchised coffee cafe / bistro that has put some real effort into making it a very relaxing place to work on your laptop, get a little bit of food or pastries to go with a variety of very nice coffees, then here is how this sort of environment plays out. These places are basically beyond the budget capacity of your average Filipina. A nice cup of coffee, a macchiato, a cappuccino, whatever, might be anywhere from 250 to 300 pesos a cup. That is practically a day's wage for a Filipina waitress. So the type of women that will spend that much money or more for a coffee and maybe some Danish has expendable income. They also typically have leisure time. Now, what I have noticed over the years with women who do go to these type of coffee bistros is that they are not necessarily the type of women that are working a 9-to-5 type job. They're not the type of women who are in a call center, but rather these are usually women who come from a well-to-do family. Maybe they have a business, could be they own mangrove groves, could be they own real estate, heck, could be they own a couple of Jollibees. But these are typically women who have leisure time. They're not on a set schedule. Maybe they run their own business. And if that's the type of woman you want to meet, the more expensive coffee cafe bistro locations is a place you could work into your schedule maybe once a day around noon or 4 p.m. Stroll in, get yourself a coffee, maybe read a few articles on your phone, and if during the time you're there an attractive Filipina comes in, well, again, go make some conversation and start building a positive rapport. Another location where you can just work it into your regular daily routine is at a few very specific places located in the mall that currently you probably spend zero time there, and yet this is where these type of women can be found. The expensive clothing outlets. Now, these places are not for what I call the Lolas. These are not for the older rich women, although those are in the mall. I'm not talking about those places. I'm talking about like Forever 21 and similar type of clothing places. Yes, there will be some upper class 20-year-olds, but if what you're looking for is 30-year-olds, they shop there as well. So you can always browse through there, and if you see somebody interesting, go chat with them. But the more expensive kind of hip contemporary clothing places in the mall, that is where you will find these type of women. Now, similar to the coffee bistro locations, at the malls, another place you may want to pass by and slow down and take a look are these Thai tea places. They've become more and more popular over the last 5 years, and most malls will have one. They serve a variety of boba Thai tea and all that kind of stuff. And it's very popular with the upper middle class 20 and 30-year-olds. And most of these drinks go for anywhere from 150 to 200 pesos. So you really don't find province girls with no money hanging out at the Thai tea places. Mostly it's going to be, again, Filipinas with expendable income who can afford it. Another location where you can find these sort of middle upper class type Filipina women is at different functions. Now, you'll have to do a little bit of homework and you'll need to be in a bigger city, a place like Cebu or Manila, and you'll have to dig around on Google, do a search for things to do in that city that have nothing to do with tourism. Things like ballroom dancing classes. Many upper income Filipinas with plenty of time and plenty of money will go to these kind of classes just for something to do. Another place to do a Google search for in your city in the Philippines would be for any type of art galleries or music festivals, anything along that nature that would appeal to that kind of woman. Find out when those things are happening. A good place to check is go online to the nearest university, and many universities will have these sort of functions on a monthly basis, maybe even every week. Whether it's an art gallery from students that are attending the college, or it might be a music festival, again, from students who are in the band there at the college. You can find a variety of upper class sort of entertainment on the itinerary roster at the college, which leads to yet another way of crossing your path with these type of women is take a look at the courses that are available at the college or university and pick some elective that you would actually enjoy attending the class. It could be painting, it could be pottery sculpting, it could be a creative writing class. Whatever it is that interests you, there's a good chance that you're going to find a student, probably in their early or mid-20s, who comes from a well-to-do family and is attending those type of classes at the college. So I hope that kind of gets your creative juices flowing on how to put yourself in the proper location. It's what I've always called making opportunity. Instead of passively sitting around hoping that an opportunity falls into your lap, do something proactive and put yourself into the situation or environment where you're going to find the type of woman that you're looking for. And by doing so, you highly increase your odds of finding the type of woman that you're looking for.